Hello, my name is Legrand Lauritsen. Today I'll be discussing how to blow the whistle. A lot of the information that I'll be talking about today is taken from Trevino and Nelson's book, Managing Business Ethics. Before you're ready to be a whistleblower, it is important that you prepare yourself mentally and also to develop some strong moral courage. The process begins with understanding your own personal core values. It is important to know what you will do in any given situation before it happens. Another way to prepare yourself to be a whistleblower is to look at things that have happened to you in the past and see how they've affected you and how you've been able to develop strength and courage from those. Build on these events and use them to focus on developing stronger moral courage. The final method of preparing yourself in advance is simply to practice. And as many people say, practice makes perfect. The next big question is, when is it time to blow the whistle? In the text Managing Business Ethics, the authors give us several questions to ask ourselves that help us make this decision. One of the most important questions that we can ask ourselves is, how far will we let things go with unethical behavior before we take a stand? Also listed on this slide are several other subjects that will help us in that decision-making process. Another helpful tool that we can use in making our decision to blow the whistle is that it's important to evaluate the seriousness of the situation. How serious is it really? In evaluating this situation, there are some key triggers that we can look at that will help us. Some of these triggers are to see if things are being affected are truth, employees' rights, trust, fairness, is there harm being done? We need to look at the reputations of ourselves and the company and whether the law is being broken or not. And if we look at the WorldCom failure, Cynthia Cooper found that many of these triggers were there when she and her staff were looking through the records at WorldCom. Now that we've discussed how to prepare ourselves and how to tell when it's important to blow the whistle, we need to look at the steps involved in being a whistleblower. Trevino and Nelson have outlined 7 steps to follow in blowing the whistle. Let's take a look at these steps and let's compare them with the WorldCom dilemma and see how Cynthia Cooper did in that situation. The first of these steps is to approach our immediate supervisor. Ms. Cooper did just that. She approached Mr. Sullivan, who was her supervisor, and about these accounting problems. And rather than to receive help, she received resistance. The second step is to discuss the issues with our family. This is very important because the decision to blow the whistle can have far-reaching effects on our family, and we never know what will happen, and they need to be involved in that decision. In this case, Cynthia Cooper confided in her parents. It's important that on the third step we take it to the next level if we're not receiving help from our immediate supervisors. Mr. Sullivan was not very helpful. In fact, he tried to delay the investigation, so Ms. Cooper took the issues to the board of directors. The fourth step is to contact the ethics officer. Many large corporations today have an ethics officer, and they also have an organization set up to allow employees to report issues anonymously. This system was not available to Ms. Cooper at the time. The fifth step is consider going outside the chain of command. If you're not receiving the assistance you need from your immediate supervisor, you may need to look in other areas of the company that may be related that can help. In the WorldCom story, Cynthia Cooper tried this, and she didn't have many options in this arena. So the sixth step is to go outside the company for assistance. Ms. Cooper, she contacted the head of WorldCom's audit department. This is Mr. Bobbitt, and he instructed her to contact their new external auditors, which were KPMG. She did so, and they eventually involved the SEC in the investigation as well. And the seventh and final step is that if you're not able to resolve the issues, is you may may have to simply leave the company. Miss Cooper, she stuck it out. She stayed with the company and followed through with the issues that were going on. In conclusion, we must prepare ourselves to be able to react with courage when the occasion arises. It's also very important that we understand when it's time and when it's appropriate to blow the whistle. When we decide to blow the whistle, these 7 steps that we've discussed here will help us to have direction as we follow through with our decisions. It's important to always remember to maintain high ethical values and to be ready to display that moral courage when the time comes. Thank you very much for your time.